There we go. How we doing, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggly. I'm Will, and today we're going to play a little bit of a Solar Storm. So this is a little bit older game from Grounded Games. I played it offline, but I haven't played it on the channel, so I figured I'd play it on the channel so that way you guys can get a chance to see what it is. And I figured, hey, I found out about this thing. So there is the Solar Storm Chronicles. I don't know if they were planning to do like a lot of these and go multiple chapters. But there's 2 chapters, so that means at least I get 2 playthroughs out of it on the channel. And we're going to go through chapter 1 today. So I guess I will flip over. Let's go ahead and see how this works. That one? No. That one. That's better. So here we are. We are set up for Solar Storm. Did I say Sentinels? I don't know. Solar Storm. Normally you would have this in a standard 3x3 grid. Because of the scenario, it is having us set it up in this particular pattern. But the rest of the gameplay is pretty much the same. There's minor adjustments. In a solo playthrough, you are actually playing as a communications officer, telling these 3 people what to do. You have your 3 cards. You're going to be moving the marker across the cards as you activate each of your different people. On your turn, you can do one of a couple actions. First thing you can do is move. So you can move to any orthogonal location, not diagonal. The second thing you can do is repair a room. So you can see here, some of these rooms already have damage. We did that at the start of the game during setup. You have to draw 2 cards, or in this particular case, they told us to use 2 specific cards. And we're going to damage the rooms. So we can go in here and discard the applicable resource to repair the card. The next thing we can do is divert the room power. So if you see over here on the left side of the cards, there is a list of icons. If I can discard all 3 of those, then I can divert power to the energy core. So basically, once all power is diverted, then we can reactivate the core. Basically, the core is dying, so we reactivate our core. The next thing we can do is scavenge. So that is, we're going to roll the die. Depending on the roll, we will get some resources. Normally, it's only 3, 4, 5. You get 1, and 6, you get 2. But again, because this scenario is a little bit harder because of the map not having connectivity here, it's a 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll get 1 resource. 6, you still get 2 resources. The next thing we can do is share resources. So because it is solo, there really isn't a way to share this way. So when we do a share, what it means is we can swap a card from the market and put it in our hand. The next one is the save. That one I don't remember off the top of my head now. I was doing so good, wasn't I? Save is power, activate a room. I don't know why it's called save. Yeah, I don't know why it's called save. Because the last thing you can do is actually, well, no, we already did activate a room. You can do the power on the bottom of the room. Oh, save. Sorry, I don't know why it says save. So it's take an action token. So if I get 3 actions and I don't want to use all 3 actions, I can actually save one of those actions for the subsequent turn. So that's why it says save action. It's kind of worded differently than this is take an action token. So, but you're basically saving an action that you did not use on that turn. Then we're going to go into phase 2. Phase 2, we must take these resources. This deck is a timer. Once this deck runs out, game over. Game over, man. So we can either take 1 of the face-up cards, or we take 2 of the face-down cards. So again, taking 2 is better. Yay, you get 2 cards, but taking 2 is worse because you're going to get through your deck a little bit faster. The next thing is we're going to damage your ship. So we're going to remove the topmost cube based on whatever this damage card is. There are 3 levels. So there's level 1, level 2, level 3. And at the very bottom, there is this hull breach card, which means basically random stuff is going to happen. Our resources are going to go flying out the ship because we have a hull breach. So depending on what we roll, we will remove those. So basically it's a final countdown timer. We don't have to worry about any locations getting damaged anymore, but we are going to quickly lose resources, well, at random. That's pretty much it. Yeah. So this is in the vein of a pandemic style game. You are trying to, you know, stop things from blowing up and expanding and destroying your ship. All right. So one other thing with this setup special, you'll notice I do have plus action tokens here. That was part of the setup. All right. So we know we need to repair green up there. So we'll go ahead in our first action. Go ahead and move yellow up there. We will go ahead and spend an energy to repair that one. So that is our second action. We're going to... Let's see here. Can we power anything up yet? We will be able to power up with this one. So I'm going to, as my third action, I'm going to activate that. I'm going to move blue here for my third action. And then for my fourth action, do I want to use the fourth action? Should I get myself... I mean, really, I could put myself there, to be honest. I think actually for my third, I'm going to move him here. No, because I'm not going to get to go again, right? Yeah. Let's keep him there. I'm going to keep the extra action. I'm not going to use it. All right. Blue gets to... Oh, end my turn, sorry. End of my turn. I'm going to draw one card, because blue is going to need that. Max hand size is 6. And then we have damage. So damage, we are going to damage the bridge. That's not good. The medical bay. So also you can only activate a location if it is fully healed. So there is no disadvantage of having an entire location get destroyed. It just means we can't use that location. Medical bay and the mess hall. All right. Discard up here somewhere. All right. There we go. So now it's blue's turn. All right. So blue is first going to activate this location. So that means we get to put this on here. Now, one of the benefit of having a location with the diverted power is that when we go to repair, we only need one to repair. Why 3 meeples is solo? I am a communications officer telling these 3 people where I want them to go. Basically. I don't know if it's actually, I doubt it's doable in any way, shape, or form, true solo. But this is the way the solo is. In a multiplayer game, we would each have our own hand of cards, and we could trade cards between each other. In solo, you still have one hand of cards. So technically, yes, it is true solo. You have one set of cards. You're not really controlling 3 people, but you are. All right, so that was his first action. He did that. Swap a card from your hand with one from the discard pile. I don't think we need that yet. Let's put this over here so I don't forget that I did that. So that was my first action. Look at the next 5 resource cards, then put them back in any order. That could be helpful. So for our second action, we'll go here. For our third action, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I think I'll draw 2 to help red out. All right, so red would need to repair this. So he needs a green and a red. This is universal resource, so definitely going to have that on top. And then he needs a red to repair that. So I guess we'll just put the 3 greens next. That's a lot of green. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so let's do that. So that was my third action. I think I'm going to have him hold out there, hang out there too, because maybe we'll do that. That's what I'm thinking. All right, and draw 2. So we got a wild and a red. So we are playing on easy. Easy has 8 in there. However, this scenario, Chronicles scenario setup, does have you add 2 more to all the other difficulties. which means you pretty much be playing on easy for most of them, I think. All right. Damage. We are only damaging the mess. Oops, this should not have been on the top. This should not have been on the top. Hang on, guys. Let's fix that. We'll put one back in the medical bay. One back on the bridge. And one back on the mess hall. This should not have been on the top. We need to put this on the bottom. So, for the first turn, I was like, something's weird there. The first turn, it would have been the mess hall. Second turn, the blue player's turn, it would be the bridge. We're still hitting the same. It's ironic. We're still hitting the same ones. Yeah. All right. So, red player's turn. Oh, you're the man in the chair. Yeah, I'm the man in the chair. So we're going to first action come down here. Second action, we're going to repair this. Let me double check that repair lets me discard as many cards as I want, or if I have to do 2 repair actions. Repair room that you are in. To do this, you must discard a resource card that matches or exposed tracker in the room. You can only repair a space that matches a resource card you're discarding. Okay, so you discard a card. All right, so that's both of his actions, basically, to completely repair that. Yeah, we got to get somebody over here. All right, well, that's that. We're going to need to get over here. We have a wild. Let's go ahead and take the blue. Although, well, we know 2 greens are coming up. Do we need 2 greens and a blue down here? I would be able to power this up. 1, 2, 3, and then I have my bonus. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's actually draw 2 instead. So we know they're all green, so that's going to help us. All right. Damn, what did I do? Hold on, guys. I gotta make sure I got this right. So that's another 3. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. All right. Derek, Kanjay Studios. Hey, Will, love this game. Yeah, so I had this, and I had Tiny Epic Defenders. Yeah. And between the two, I just like this better than the Tiny Epic Defenders. I don't know why. It was more... It was a better puzzle, I guess, to solve. All right, so let's try that again, Will. There we go. Engine room takes another hit. So the diverted power stays, so we're good there. So that's fine. All right, now back to yellow's turn. All right, so what we said we're going to do is we're going to move 1, 2, 3. Right, and then for our bonus action, oh, did I do? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I was like, did I use all my actions? I did use all my actions. Then we're going to use this to divert power. All right. Now, again, so if these lose more, or like this one, I can spend 1 resource to be able to do that. Let me double check the damage as well. It's been a while. It's probably been about 6 months since I've played this. So, damage cards. Oh, no. Okay, so sorry. If a room is damaged that has no repair cubes on its repair track, you lose the game. Okay, so you do lose the game if you can't do the last damage. Could not remember that. All right, we are completely out of cards. We need to go here. He's not going to be able to get all the way over there, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He could go here, move a player's meeple, that's including him, to a room that does not have a meeple. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, and then he can use his 4th. All right, so we're good. We just need to repair this and hope the bridge doesn't come out. So either one of these will work, but I don't have a lot of cards. Let me go ahead and I'm going to... Now we know these are green, right? We know those are green. Let's take a card we know we need. Yeah. Right. The repair center. Right there. Now, there are protection cards. So, for example, here, if we go here, we can get a protection card. And if the red player had the protection card, he could have stopped that from happening. This feels like it could be a 20-strong game. Probably. It probably could. I mean, there's not dice, of course, but it is similar. I hate to say it is similar to the Nemesis one that I played. Right, David, do you remember the Nemesis one? I feel like it is kind of similar to that. And because you're I mean, same thing. You're going through a ship. To do that. All right, so blue player's turn. So we're going to do what I said. We're going to go 1, 2. We're going to use the ability, because we can, to move a player's person, and he's a player's person, to go there, and then he's going to use his last action to spin the nanobots, so that way this doesn't blow up on us. All right. Now we are in a predicament, because I don't know what to do with the red player, because I don't have any cards. If I had a purple, right, we could go ahead and activate this room. So we're going to draw 2. Maybe that'll help. Well, that's 2 of the 3 we need. But I don't think red's going to do it. Because a trade only lets me trade 1 card. Oh, actually, this room's ability is pretty good. If I would have gotten the red... If I'd have gotten the red, this allows me to repair any room. I think I'm leaving red in that room. I don't think I want to move red. All right, any room. So I get to choose the room. So any room card here, this is a promo card. Hand size is 6, yes. Or at least, yeah, in all game modes, hand size is 6, even in solo. The any room is a promo deck. Same as the rooms. I've got the promo rooms maybe in here. But this is promo. It can make the game easier and less random because I get to choose what I want to have damaged. So I'm just going to pick, I guess, something that's charged up, because then I can just go up there and get rid of 1 card. No, we should go after the full ones. All right. Oh, I forgot, I can scavenge. So that is one thing I can do. I keep forgetting about the scavenge action. So that's probably what I'm going to have red do. So I'm going to have red scavenge for his first action. 2. So again, a 2 normally would not get me anything. But because this is a solo, or because of the Chronicles that we're playing, I do get to select 1. I wish we had a red. But I could repair this room. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and take that one. Oh, and there's our red. So we're going to scavenge again because I want that red. We got a 1, so we failed that scavenge. So we're going to go ahead and use these 3 to divert the power here. So staying at 3 to 6 cards sounds like a good idea for always being ready to repair. Yeah, but you have to use them. So like right there, I had to use 3 cards. So even if I had 6, you know, 4 to 6, yeah. And that's what I was trying to do with him. I was trying to get him to scavenge so he could just get a whole bunch of cards, because I think I want to leave him here. Because I want to keep using him to repair the rest of the ship, because he doesn't have to move. All right, so we do have to take either 2 cards or 1 card. He could use, who's coming up first? Yellow. Yellow could use red to repair that. And, the problem is this won't activate. This would need to have been repaired to do this. So this one here, if you start in this room, you can just start with 2 action tokens. That's good. Yeah, let's... I don't need to repair that right now, so let's see. Where do we need to go? We go to the mess hall. Go up here. That needs red. Let's just draw 2. Got a purple and a green. Right? Damage. The armory. Guess he's going to the armory. Yellow is going to the armory. Now he only has 3 actions though. 1, 2, 3. He's not even going to be able to get over there. So now I feel like I needed to take the red. I can repair the armory from here, though. So the first action, we're going to go here. Second action, we're going to trade. Oh, no, I need 4 actions, though. I need 4 actions to repair that from here. Or, see, we get blue to do it. 1, 2, and take the third action here. I gotta repair the armory. I don't know if I can repair the armory. What's it called? The mess hall. Why do they act surprised at food fights? Oh, man. Yeah, this layout makes it hard because I can't just go straight up. I don't want this to be the armory. If that's the armory, we lose. What can I do? I could do, again, I could set up blue. I could set up blue. I mean, that's all I can do. I gotta hope that blue can make it. EVA. What kind of astronaut can't zip around outside the ship? Yeah, I know, right? I should be able to just go over to the armory. I don't know. All right, we got to give him as many. All right, we're going to have to hope that blue can do it. So let's scavenge first. Got a 1, so we failed. We'll scavenge again. Got a 4. 4 gets us 1. So we're going to take blind because we know we can trade for that one. And then we're going to trade for our third action to get that one. All right, well, that was it. I was hoping I could get that repaired too, but that didn't happen. All right, so we have to take cards. Can use the blue here. We can repair that too. Is the problem? Look, we've got the cards. We got the blue to repair that, but I need him to repair that. So let's go ahead and take the blue. We would have gotten a blue anyways. All right. Hopefully this is not the armory. Medical bay. That's okay. Medical bay is okay. Not really. But luckily with medical bay, like I said, because it's charged up, I only have to spend 1 resource to do that. Now, again, I forgot. We don't lose when we lose this last cube. We lose when I can't remove a 3rd cube. So actually, we're okay if that would have happened. Now that I'm thinking about it, right? All right, so blue's turn. It's going to go 1, 2, then spend 3 to repair that. All right. And then we need, what do we need? We need blue, purple. Yeah, we need red, green, purple. Red, red, purple. We need all the colors. We need all. Let's get to 2 reds. The sad thing about that is if I would have left the blue here, blue could have finished that off for one turn with what I had, right? And then, whoops. I was like, I heard something drop. I'm like, what dropped? For whatever reason, I've been losing the little spikes on my earrings lately. Don't know why. Put some super glue in it. That'll keep it from happening. There we go. Stay on there, guys. Hey, there we go. But yeah, I could have. That would have worked. But again, hindsight is 20/20. Now realizing I forgot that it wouldn't have blown up that turn. I wouldn't have been able to complete it anyways. I probably should have done that. Cargo hold. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. All right. Red's turn. So, red is going to repair any damaged section. That's red's job. Red's job is to keep this alive and repair other sections. So, red is going to spend an action to repair this. So, actually, red could solve that problem. Could power that up. Yeah, yellow can't get up there in time. Yellow needs to do this. Ah, red can power this up and give him 2 actions. Aha. So red is going to, first action, do the red. And repair. No. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. No, I need the reds up here. So he's going to use the purple to repair this one. So the medical bay is fully repaired because it is powered up. Second action, I'm going to use the blue to repair up here. And then for the third action, we need another purple. So for his third action, we will scavenge. 1. We failed. We found nothing in the repair center. All right. Guess we're going to take from the top because I need a purple. There's a purple. And a red. All right. All right, we're in level 2, DEFCON 2. The bridge and the armory, which we just repaired. Guess it was good we repaired the armory. All right. So, yellow is take 2 action tokens when they start in this room. So, they're going to go 1, 2, 3. Spend an action token for 4. Do these 3. To power this one up. We have 1 more action token, but all it would really do would allow them to move. Or I can use it to repair this, which means on my next turn I can move wherever I need to move. Let's go ahead and do that. So 4th action, we're going to go ahead and do a repair on that one. All right. All right. So, what do we need? Need everything. Don't need much for red. Do need to repair that, which is a purple or a blue. I'm going to take 2. I feel like I need 2. I need 2 cards. Oh, that is a lot of red. That was not what we wanted. Engine room. And the repair center. That is definitely not what we wanted. So, blue's first action will be to repair the repair center. Blue's second action will be to repair the engine room, which luckily will do all of it. And the third action will be to, let's go ahead and get him moved. Yeah. So that way he can maybe get one of those filled up. All right. We need Blues, yellows, greens, we're going to do 2. Not the colors I want. All right, engine room and medical bay. Medical bay. Engine room. All right. All right, so. Red's turn. So. We need blue, green. We only need red here. So let's have red scavenge. How's blue able to repair a remote location? He's in this, the repair center. So the repair center, repair a damaged room by 1 space on the repair track. So it's a 2. So we get to take 1. We need blue, blue, green. Let's go ahead and take the green. Yeah, so you normally repair it by 1 space, but because these are powered up, it fully repairs them. It's kind of like cheating, to be honest. Once you have things powered up, this would actually do that, right? If we keep these 3 for that room, which yellow's next, so that'll do that room. So we have 1 blue. So let's go ahead and have. For second action, red will repair that one. And then for third action, we will salvage again. 5. We need a 6, man. Oh, forgot. Yeah, I'm definitely going to take that as my last one. All right. What do we need? Okay, we've got this for yellow. Yellow can do this. We have a wild. Blue, blue. We need a red. We need a lot. We're going to take 2. Ooh, good job. Universals. I like those. All right, so we are at max cards 6. All right, crew quarters. Good thing I didn't need to warp anymore. I was going to use that to warp, but I'm going to go right next door anyways. And the mess hall. All right. So, yellow. I was going to go 1, 2. Let's do that one. And let's just, I guess, get them moving back that way. 3. All right. And then, what do we need? I mean, this deck's big. I'm just going to keep drawing 2. Makes the most sense right now. Once it gets lower, maybe I stop doing that. All right. And more damage. The armory. Ooh. It does not like the armory. And the mess hall. All right, so we do not lose because we were able to remove one, but we do need to repair that now. So. First action is, first action for blue is to power it up. So we're going to do that. Power it up. Right? Yeah, blue, blue, green. And then second action, we're going to use the purple to repair. Give, take, or exchange a resource with another player. That doesn't really matter because I'm a solo. So this location doesn't do me any good. I could do this to do a trade up here. Which really doesn't matter for me. So third action, let's go ahead and get them set up in the bridge. All right. All right. Damage time. The repair center, which hurts red because red needs to be able to do that, and the cargo hold. All right, so red's turn. So red has to repair this, right? So to use its ability. So that was the first action, was repairing the repair center. Second action is going to be to... Nothing's at 0. Do I get card? Do I just have red get cards? I think I just have red get cards. I mean, nothing's at 0, so I'm not in dire need, but the problem is 1, 2, third action would be that. They can repair that. Yeah, if those go down, I've got these two, and... Oh no, but I wanted them to be able to teleport. I wanted them to be able to teleport. So first action, we repaired that. Second action, let's salvage. It's a 5. So we're going to go blind. Third action, I'm going to use the wild to repair this. So a yellow can teleport. Alright. Got a purple and a blue. Alright, yellow's turn. Oh, damage turn. Damage first. Any room. So I get to choose. So we'll do the mess hall. And... engine room? Sure. Alright, yellow's turn. First action, we're going to take any action to teleport. So we're going to teleport to the cargo hold. And we're going to do these 3 to power up the cargo hold. Alright. And then for our third action... Third action, let's try to get some cards for blue. Because if blue does that, then red can complete the game. Right, so salvage with. Alright. Did not succeed. So green we need. Oh, we can trade. We can trade for the red. Alright. Oh, share resources, which is take from here. So bridge and the cargo hold. That's not good. That's not good. That's even more not good. That's really not good. So the problem is I can't get blue to repair this and get back here because I don't have enough movement. And I would have to hope that the cargo hold doesn't come out. Because the only way I can repair the cargo hold is with red. And red would just go up here and make us evacuate. Alright, so let's get us a red. If we get a red, then it only costs me 1 card to do this, right? So we're going to go ahead and salvage. On a ship carrying cars, I think you want to store the car, store them in the car stop hold, not the cargo hold. You don't want them flying out the ship. All right, so we do get to take 1. So we're going to take this 1. So that was first action. Second action, we're going to do this to power that up. All right, so now everything is powered up. Third action, we're going to go ahead and use the data to repair this. Yeah, what you know, again, it's random chance. I would have, instead of rolling the die, I probably should have done that, but then I would have been 1 less card for blue, so it all really comes out about the same. So, look at the next 2 damage cards, put them back in any order. Yeah, and I can't do that because that was my third action, right? First action was getting resources. Second, yeah, that was my third action. All right, so we'll go ahead and take the universal. We don't need it. Don't need it. Damage. No cargo hold. Whew. Bridge. Engine room. Crew quarters. All right, so that's game. 1 to move, and then 1 action to reactivate the engine core. So there we go. That was that. That took 43-ish minutes. Not too bad. Not too bad. I could do my first impressions, although this is my second impressions, so really no point to do it. But there we go, guys. That is Solar Storm. So Quick little game. Unfortunately, I don't know if this is really available anymore. I know, like, people that like this game really like this game. It's a fun little game to play, but this is the Kickstarter edition. The regular edition, they had, I think, on clearance for like $10. So even Rhonda was like clearancing it out. I think you can still get at least the bonus pack for like $1 on their website right now. Although shipping would make it more than $1, I guess. But yeah, fun little game. If you guys want to see the second scenario, which is what's on the back here, basically we're playing with that layout. And I'm guessing the cards that are off-centered are adjacent to both, because otherwise how would you get to them? But yeah, I think that seems fun. Let's see, replace the room cards as shown in the diagram. Oh, do not use the energy core for this chapter. Oh, we won't even have an energy core. Deal out top 3 resource cards to the resource decks. We have 3. Separate the damage cards as 1, 2, 3. Do not create the damage deck yet. Damage rooms is normal, but instead of discarding the type 3 damage cards used, reshuffle them in the other type 3 cards. Then shuffle the type 2 and type 3 cards together and place the 1 cards on top to create... Oh, wow. Place your meeples on the crew quarters instead. Place 1 action token on each of the rooms. There's no energy in this room. Once you divert power from all 8 rooms, you immediately win. Scavenge, action tokens on rooms may be discarded to add 1 to the result. Multiple action tokens may be added this way. If the scavenge action fails, you may add another token to the room for the general supply. Save action. If there's no action tokens in the general supply, you may take an action token from a room to take this action. Oh, to save an action, you just take it from the room. Resource cards, there's always 3 resource cards instead of 2. Yeah, so, yeah, I feel like I'll probably play that one next week. That way I can play both of those. See if this, again, is a game that I would keep or cull. It's a game I like. I do like the game. I have no problem with the game. I don't know if I would play the game again. The variability does not necessarily go down, but again, your variability is the randomness of the deck. What resources you're able to pull, and then what damage cards you're able to pull. I know when I played my first solo, I do remember getting down to the bottom card and actually having to roll the dice. I'm thinking this repair center really, like, was the star of the show. Let's see, what does the other repair center do? Oh, not that one. The other repair center, give a repair cube to any other player from the supply. Yeah, not as good. So that one definitely made that easier. The medical bay has 2 actions, give 3 action tokens to other players. That's actually not, I think I like that better than the starting in that area. The crew quarters, move a player's meeple to a room that has another. Okay, so it's the opposite. This one is move to any, and then this one is move to the same. Armory, place 2 protection tokens on the rooms. So instead of you giving the player and having to have the player block, that will block for you. The exchange mess hall is you can exchange 2 resources between 2 other players. So the only benefit of this mess hall lets you do 2 cards instead of 1. Engine room, take a resource card from the discard pile, then discard one of the resource deck. I didn't even use that. The other one, that one's swap a card. So this one is kind of worse because you're also losing one from the deck. Cargo hold, take a resource from the resource deck or from the visible supply. Now I like that one better. That one allows you to do, you look at the next 5 and put them back in whatever order you want. So yeah, a little bit of variability there. David says, on the love boat, the armory is not where you find weapons. The armory. Yeah, you find different kind of weapons in that particular room. But there we go, guys. That is that. This is my lunchtime stream. These nice little quick, less than hour games are perfect. If you have any suggestions for it, of course, let me know down in the comments. I did mention the culling of this game. So culling for charity is still going on. Basically, games in our collection that we are leaving our collection by you donating to Extra Life and Children's Miracle Network hospitals. The kids greatly appreciate every donation they get. So go donate. Go grab a game. It's technically free. Something that a lot of people ask, though, and I didn't cover this. You can help because it is for charity by paying the shipping, but I pay the shipping. Somebody asked me, I've got a bunch of Zombicide minis that I'm culling because I don't need 5,000 survivors. And he was like, how's the shipping work? I'm like, well, I'm going to pay it. He was like, oh, I figured people would help you. I'm like, some do, some don't. I don't make it a requirement. But as you think about it, it's like, well, instead of me just paying the $25 shipping, I could just make the donation for $25 myself. Again, if shipping's 25 bucks. I think in the last case it was 15. But it's the what's the word? It's the aspect of doing good for other people, and me not just donating, but encouraging other people to donate. And I think in a win-win scenario, games leave my house, which makes Audrey happy because we've got games in more places than we care. I mean, you can just see in the game room right now, we've got stacks of games. I need to get that down. The goal was always to only include games that are in my top 100 and Audrey's top 100. If a new game comes in, we have to determine, is it worth replacing another game? But we are currently well over that amount of games. So I got to get it down to roughly that amount soon. So help me get rid of games. Donate to Children's Miracle Network and take some games off my hand. There we go, guys. I will be back tomorrow. So tomorrow afternoon, we will do the next scenario in our Starcadia quest. It is a co-op solo variant that I'm playing. So if you haven't seen it, the 2 other scenarios are up on the channel, plus the how-to when me and Audrey played it as co-op. And then tomorrow evening, me and Audrey are going to do some Rocket Ranchers, some Space Cats. She said you want to play that, so we're going to play that tomorrow night. Saturday night, I will be painting. I know I've got the painting stream up for Tidal Blades, but this just came in the mail. So the sooner I get this painted, the sooner I can get it played. And you kind of want things played as soon as they release because that's when people want to go watch them. And I've already started some test minis. It would not, either way, any way I look at it, it's probably not going to be a very exciting stream because it's basically just dry brushing and putting speed paints on. And that's really what all I was going to do with the Tidal Blades anyway. So it's kind of like, I'll just do them all at the same time. Space Cats with the expansions. Yeah, I'll throw the expansions in. I mean, all it does is it adds an event card. That's really all it adds, David, is there's an event card. And then the other one lets me throw in all 30 cats. So like basically there'll be 30 cats in the deck instead of 8, which I think will just be fun. Lots of cats. Lots of cats. Because Audrey likes cats. Allergic to them, but she likes cats. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go grab some lunch. It smells good. Audrey and Lucita made my chili. We're going to see if they made it as good as I usually make it. So either way, until next time, peace.